Now to go to this AtomKraft layer. Turn on the visibility and turn off the 3D layer because the effect that I need requires a 2D solid. So grab this Atom basic material, throw it on there, and it becomes this white sphere. So go into the color, let's make this blue, and there we go. So going through these options here, we have our sample count, and we can turn this up, which will give us like better reflections when we set that. But for right now, it doesn't really do all that much, but it does increase the rendering speed, so don't turn that up too high. We can set this color texture, and what we need to do is import our texture and bring that into our comp. So we have these two files. Yeah. Throw them on right here. Cloud textures. And I see they have to be in the same composition, so that doesn't work. Not sure why there doesn't the color texture for this is not working. Yeah. So I really don't know why that's happening. But yeah, okay. Going down to the specular and the reflectivity settings, we can turn our reflectivity up. But right now, mostly what it does is just turn our object black, since it's just reflecting the empty areas of our comp, and there's nothing really for it to reflect. You can see a little highlight from the light, but that's about it. And then the metallicity. This, of course, controls how metal the material appears. how much the color is affected by the metal. Yeah, and that doesn't have much of an effect, unfortunately. Also, if we go to our samples, we set that to 0. We should see some impact on what reflections we have. Or not. Yeah. So turn this back down to 20 or so. Set the roughness. This will mainly be a factor when we have more specular, and that'll control how diffuse or what the hardness of the specular highlights is. Our anisotropy, I refer to this as kind of a metallic shader. So just play around with this a little. Yeah. Turn this to 50. Make this 30. Okay, I really can't explain what this does, but so we'll just ignore that for now. We have subsurface scattering. So if we want that, and then emission, so we can make this material emit light. Ooh. Some interesting effects with that. Opacity is obviously pretty basic. Now the displacement, we can create a displacement texture for this material, and again what we'll probably get is this is more of a fake 3D object. When we import a real model into AtomKraft, we'll probably see that our textures work properly. But for now, we'll just say that textures and these 2D solids are either just not supported or not working properly. Let's go into advanced. So one thing we see here is the energy conservation, which AtomKraft is a physically based renderer, so it doesn't have the ability to like to reflect more light than is being shot at it. So yeah, it's more realistic that way. And we have the diffuse rays, which this is basically the number of rays that are shot out from the camera. Probably the number of rays per pixel. So if you have some issues changing the number of bounces might fix that. Or for a more indirect lighting solution, which indirect lighting will be covered over in this effect. Specular rays, yeah. So let's move on from that. In our preview, our primitive is set to sphere, so you can see how we have a sphere. And if I change this, we should have some different primitive. Yes, like that. Okay, torus, teapot, and basic plane. Nice, okay. And we have a few settings here, but that's not too important. Shading samples probably not going to make much of a difference. I can see a little bit of an effect in the shading quality, but it's probably not something we'll mess around with much. Okay, so actually let's grab this atom displacement. No. Okay, so this doesn't get our displacement material back. Although, nope, nothing. Okay. Get rid of this. And get rid of the solid. Now I want to go into this floor and throw a tag geo on it. go into surface, and I think if we change the orientation to reversed, yeah, this plane was upside down when I rotated it. So what was happening inside AtomKraft was the normals were actually pointing away from the camera, which was causing us to not render or render as black. So that's all fixed. And let's just go into our project and I'm going to import an OBJ, which is if I go in here and grab the horse textured object, open that, and yeah, so there's our strange looking horse. I can just scale this up. And hold down Shift. Oh, and I need to put this in 3D. Yeah. Which takes care of this object looks weird look. And yeah, keep scaling this down. Okay, so all in all, it takes a fairly decent amount of time to render. Just flip into the side view so we can align this.